Hey guys, it seems like people were having a little bit of difficulty trying to figure out how to get files from their host operating system over to their virtual machine. So I figured I'd make a short video showing how to do that. So as you can see right here, I have two terminal windows open. One is pointing to my virtual machine. The other is just pointing to a directory in my local file system. And this directory actually happens to be the project directory. It's the directory that holds the Vagrant file. Okay, so we need to get a file from over here to a directory over here. One of the things that actually really helped me figure this out was the documentation for Vagrant. And so as you can see here, Vagrant has a notion of synced folders, which basically enable Vagrant to sync a folder on the host machine to the guest machine, allowing you to continue working on your project files on your host machine, but use the resources in the guest machine to compile or run your project. So this sounds like exactly what we want to do. And if we look at the second line, we can see that by default, Vagrant will share your project directory, which is the directory with the Vagrant file, to /Vagrant within the virtual machine. So let's see if that's true. So remember, we're in the project directory over here on the host. So we have the Vagrant file. Let's create a new file. It's touch test.txt. Okay, and looks like we made it. So now let's go over to the virtual machine, and our project directory on the host gets linked to /Vagrant. So let's ls/Vagrant, and we have test.txt. Sweet. So just as a further proof, let's add something to test.txt. Let's do, of course, hello world to test.txt. All right, and let's just cat out test.txt. All right, we have hello world. And now if we cat out over here /Vagrant test.txt, awesome, we have hello world. So that's a basic out of the box way for you to link directories and files within those directories from your host OS to your virtual machine. Now, for me at least, I think it would be a little bit easier if I could link to a directory on the virtual machine that was a subdirectory of my home directory, because when I SSH in, I'm in my home directory /home/vagrant. So wouldn't it be nice if we could link to, say, /home/vagrant/host or /data or some file that lives under /home/vagrant. And actually, there is a way to do that. Again, if we go back to the documentation, let's read the usage page. All right, so it looks like within the Vagrant file, we can set a configuration option, which basically gives the directory on the host machine as the first argument and the directory to link to on the virtual machine as the second argument. So let's see if we can go ahead and find that. So let's open up our Vagrant file. And if we go down to line 40, we'll see that we have this configuration commented out. So let's go ahead and comment this in. And remember, the first argument is the host directory. And so we can just set that to /, which would be the project directory. And here is the directory that we want to link to on the virtual machine. So let's link to /home/vagrant/ we'll call it host, so we know that this is where all of the files from our host machine will live. Oops. And we'll quit out of that. And now the only thing we have to do is we just have to cycle this virtual machine for it to pick up the changes. So we can do that with vagrant reload. All right, so we should be reloaded. And as you'll see, our session to the virtual machine got killed as the virtual machine was being reloaded. So we just have to vagrant SSH again. All right, and let's list. And there we go. We have our host folder. And let's list the contents of the host folder. And we still have test.txt. And let's cat host test.txt. It says hello world. So that's how you do it.